at the end of Jesus' ministry, when he's shed his blood for the sin of the world, he's been buried, he's raised up, he's crushed the head of the enemy, right? He's crushed, just like proto-evangelium, Genesis 3:15 declared would happen. He's crushed. Jesus then, in his parting words to his apostles, and they shared it with us, Jesus says this, we call it the Great Commission. Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 and 20. Therefore, Jesus is saying, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. And so therefore, based on that, go. How many of you were able to fill that blank in before I even said it? Okay. Probably some of you. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey all things as I have commanded you. And surely I am with you to the very end of the age. Here's the cool thing, guys. God, or Christ here, calls his disciples to go make disciples. That's what disciples do. You've experienced the grace of God, now go share it with others. This is exactly what he called Israel to do. I've set you, the captives free. I've brought you out of bondage. I've crushed your enemies. Remember the Red Sea? When the Egyptians tried to follow you, I crushed them. You're gone. I've given you my word. I've entered into a covenant with you. Now go be a light to the world. This is what happens. Go make disciples. And when disciples receive Christ, when they step into that relationship, they become ambassadors. When you experience God's grace, now you become a grace giver. You get to share with other people. I like to say it this way. When you're rescued, there's like you're on the job, you step into on-the-job training, because now instantly you are part of God's search and rescue team. And it's like, okay, I was in darkness and today I'm born again, and I may not know a whole bunch of Bible, but here's what I know. I was lost and now I'm found. And if you'd like to know how that happened, man, it was through faith in Jesus. It's wonderful. You don't have to be a Bible scholar to be a great witness for Jesus. The more you grow, that helps. But now get this, the church, God's people, the ecclesia, the people of God, the church was never designed to be a come and see organization where we have services and say, okay, come on in and check out what we're doing. The church was always intended to be a go and tell mission. Okay? You get that? What we do here on Sunday morning is wonderful. We gather together as God's people to lift him up and to sing his praises and to be edified and built up as God's people, to remember his sacrifice for us in communion, to hear his word preached, all of that. But really, this is about what happens when we leave. We leave here to be lights in our circle of influence, wherever we go. Because as those who've received grace, now we're ambassadors wherever we go and we leave here, to share with God. Exactly the same thing God wanted Israel to be. That we might tell others how to come back into relationship through faith in Jesus.